when I'm on a sales call with a buyer, there's only one thing that I'm waiting for to happen. Ideally, the buyer's going to ask it. If they don't, I might suggest it, but not always. And it aids my conversion dramatically. And that's what we're talking about in today's episode 699 of the Daily Sales Message podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. When I'm on a sales call with somebody who's contacted me or been referred to me and say, hey, James, need a clear sales message, blah, blah, blah. We get on the call and it kind of runs like this. Hello, tell me about your business, what you're up to, and why you think you might need a clear sales message. And then from there, we'll have a chat and see if I can help you and whatnot. Sound good? Brilliant. So they start talking about the challenge they've got and why they think they need a clear sales message. Conversation goes on. And then at one point, if I've done my job properly, they will turn around to me and say, so how does this work then? What do you charge? How does this work? And that's exactly what I'm looking for. I want the buyer to come to me on a call and say, how does this work? What do you charge? Then I'll present the offer to them if I think we're a good fit, and then the conversation moves forward. If they don't ask me that, I might not always suggest it, because if they're not asking that, for me, it's a bit of a sign of disinterest, potentially. There's no 100% black or white in sales, but generally it's a sign that they're not that interested for whatever reason. So if they do ask it, great, we move forwards. If they don't, I might suggest it, but I always work to the ethos that buyers want details, non-buyers want space. So if people aren't asking you compelling questions about your offering, detailed questions that they would need to know to buy it, then maybe they're not that interested in buying it, and that's okay too. But on every call, the only thing I focus on is having a great conversation with them, and we're kind of driving towards them, hopefully saying, so how does this work and what do you charge? Because at that point when they ask that, I know they're sold on what I do, and it will just be a case of money and deliverable and all that other kind of stuff. So give that a try on your sales calls going forward. Focus on the communication, the conversation. Forget about the conversion for a second. Have a great chat with somebody. Think about how you can help them. And if you've done a good enough job, they should ask you, how does this work? What do you charge, etc. And then you know you're in a really, really strong position and quite likely to close that business. Right, that's it for this episode. Tomorrow in episode 700. 700. Bit of a milestone. We're talking about finishing this sentence. You're only as good as blah. You're only as good as blah. And that blah is very important. I'm going to explain all about that in tomorrow's episode. In the meantime, thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end. I appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow for another exciting edition of the Daily Sales Message.